Good morning. This is Vickie Copley, and I just want to read you an article from our Leroy Leader on October 8th. And really it is about Christianity. Coffee shop religion. My wife and I use the small bedroom in our house as a home office. Our desktop computer is there, along with filing cabinet, roll-top desk, and other traditional office equipment. For more than 6 months, the light bulb cover for the overhead fixture has been resting on the floor, waiting to be screwed back in place. I can't put it back because I have a serious balance problem and can no longer do any chore that requires a ladder. An advanced and untreatable condition in my legs prevents me from walking any distance longer than 50 or 60 feet. Consequently, I'm not able to push the garbage cart down the driveway to the curb. That's a distance of about 120 feet. We have a friend from church who generously does that for us. Often, I wish that we had a relative living in town. There are too many other chores I'm not able to do anymore to list here. The point is, this wasn't supposed to happen to me. The infirmity of old age, I mean. I wasn't merely immortal, but immune to declining capacities aging can bring. At least that's what I thought in 1954. When I was 12 and my dad said to me, "This could be me someday, or it could be you." I think of that day often when my diminished capacities frustrate and anger me. Dad was the pastor of the Methodist Church in Monticello. The Piatt County town was small with a population of about 2,600, but the church was not. It had a membership of 1,000. Nearly every day, about mid-morning, Dad would walk to the courthouse square, a distance of 1 block, and join a group of men for coffee and gabbing. The cast of characters shifted a bit each day, but there were several regulars, some of them members of our church. They all came in different shapes and sizes and stages. Some were farmers or retired farmers. More than once, Dad had said to me and my sisters, "Sometimes you can minister better in a coffee shop than on a Sunday morning." I didn't really understand what that meant. But one summer morning, for reasons I can't recall, I went with him. It wasn't boring as I expected because they talked about baseball a lot, in between appraisals of crops and people's miseries. On that day, we learned an elderly man named Donald had fallen and broken a shoulder. Dad didn't know Donald, but asked about him and learned he was a widower and had no relatives. Do you know anyone like that? And he was pretty much incapacitated by the injury. The man also told us where he lived. When we left, we drove straight to his house, and once inside, Dad introduced himself and me. The old man's shoulders were heavily bandaged and his arm in a sling. He was pale and frail. Dad asked Donald what he needed help with. It turned out he needed a lot. Everything from opening windows and moving fans around to running errands for groceries and medicine. Although he had a car, he couldn't drive it anymore. And although he could still walk a block or two, his home was a long distance from the square, and that's where the stores were located. Dad told him we could help with all those things. When he replied, "But I don't even go to church," my father answered, "It makes no difference." Jesus never told us to limit helping to people who attend church. We moved some fans around, opened a few windows, took out the trash. When we were driving back home, I told him I felt sorry for Donald. And he said, "So do I, but I've seen people in much worse situations." And then it was that he said to me, "This could be me someday, or it could be you." I didn't say anything, but I was sure he was wrong. That would never happen. I got to mow Donald's lawn that day. but I knew my dad was on the phone with the Methodist men's group in our church and a similar organization of church ladies. By the time evening came, there would be a team in place to meet Donald's needs. These groups were tireless in the help business. There wouldn't be just grocery store fetching, but some home-cooked meals as well. Each day, more than once, someone would visit his home to keep track and take care of new chores that had popped up. There would be drivers to take him to see the doctor or to visit the hospital. Monticello had a small one. And it came as no surprise on Sunday morning when Dad used the sermon text, Matthew 25:40. And the king will answer them. Truly I say unto you, as you did it to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it unto me. And that's how coffee shop religion works. And Dad was right. Someday it could be me. My question to you, my dear friends, is what have you done for and to Jesus today, this week, or even this year? God bless you much.